Ever heard of plant guilds? These dynamic duos can revolutionize your garden. Plant guilds are groups of plants that support each other in unique ways, creating a symbiotic relationship that benefits all involved. This advanced companion planting strategy is all about creating a diverse, interconnected ecosystem right in your backyard. You see, in nature, plants rarely exist in isolation. They're part of complex communities or guilds where each plant plays a specific role. This interplay of roles allows them to thrive together, providing mutual benefits such as nutrient sharing, pest control, and increased resilience to environmental stress. An iconic example of a successful plant guild is the Three Sisters, corn, beans, and squash, used by Native Americans for centuries. Here's how it works. The corn provides a natural trellis for the beans to climb, while the beans, in turn, fix nitrogen from the air into the soil, enriching it for the other plants. The squash spreads along the ground, shading the soil to prevent weed growth and retain moisture. This trio works together, each contributing something unique to their shared space, resulting in a harvest that is greater than the sum of its parts. And it's not just about food crops either. Consider the plant guild of an apple tree, comfrey, and daffodils. The deep-rooted comfrey mines minerals from the subsoil, making them available to the shallow-rooted apple tree. Meanwhile, the daffodils deter burrowing pests that could harm the apple tree's roots. Plant guilds are a testament to the power of synergy in nature. They demonstrate that by understanding and harnessing the relationships between plants, we can create more productive, resilient, and self-sustaining gardens. So the next time you're planning your garden, remember to think in guilds. Consider how each plant can support and benefit from its neighbors. It's a little like throwing a party. You want to invite guests who will get along and bring something unique to the table. Plant guilds are a perfect example of the saying, together we stand, divided we fall. Some plants are true multitaskers, and they can be your garden's best friends. Picture this: a plant that not only looks beautiful, but also provides shade, attracts beneficial insects, and improves soil fertility. Sound too good to be true? Believe it or not, such multitaskers exist in the world of gardening. We call them multifunctional plants, and they can be a game changer for your garden. Multifunctional plants are like the superheroes of the garden. They do more than just look pretty. They work hard, serving multiple purposes that can greatly contribute to the overall health and productivity of your garden. Take, for instance, sunflowers. These towering beauties provide shade for heat-sensitive plants. Their large, bright blooms attract pollinators like bees and butterflies, assisting in the pollination of your entire garden. But that's not all. Sunflower roots delve deep into the soil, breaking up hard ground and drawing up nutrients that other plants can't reach, improving soil fertility over time. Then there are plants like comfrey. Known for its medicinal properties, comfrey also plays a vital role in the garden. Its deep roots mine the subsoil for minerals, bringing them up to the surface where other plants can benefit. Additionally, comfrey leaves make an excellent green manure, enriching the soil when they decompose. Or consider marigolds. They're not just a popular choice for their vibrant colors. Marigolds are renowned for their ability to repel certain pests, like nematodes, making them an invaluable companion in the vegetable garden. Incorporating multifunctional plants into your garden isn't just about creating a more efficient space. It's about building a more sustainable, resilient garden ecosystem. These plants help balance the needs of your garden, offering multiple services while demanding very little in return. Multifunctional plants, the superheroes of the garden. They're nature's way of reminding us that sometimes the best things in life are those that wear many hats. So, the next time you're planning your garden layout, why not consider adding a few of these multitasking marvels? Your garden will thank you for it. Fungi and mycorrhizae are the unsung heroes of successful companion planting. You might wonder why. Well, let me enlighten you. Fungi and mycorrhizae are microscopic organisms living in the soil, forming a symbiotic relationship with plants. They're like the silent partners in crime, working behind the scenes to ensure plant health and growth. Here's how it works. Fungi, particularly mycorrhizal fungi, attach themselves to the roots of plants. They extend their network of tiny filaments far beyond the reach of plant roots. Think of these filaments as an extension of the plant's root system. They help the plant absorb water and nutrients, particularly phosphorus and nitrogen, which are essential for their growth. In return, the plant provides these fungi with sugars produced through photosynthesis. It's a perfect give and take relationship where both parties benefit. But here's the cool part. This network of fungi doesn't just connect a plant to the soil, it connects plants to each other. It's like a subterranean internet, allowing plants to share resources and communicate. This is where companion planting comes into play. When you plant companions together, you're not just creating a pleasing aesthetic or deterring pests. You're fostering an environment where these fungal networks thrive. Certain plant combinations can encourage the growth and activity of beneficial fungi, enhancing the overall health and productivity of your garden. Imagine this. You plant beans next to corn. The beans, being legumes, fix nitrogen from the air into the soil. The corn, a heavy feeder, benefits from this extra nitrogen. Now add mycorrhizal fungi into the mix. These fungi can help distribute that nitrogen from the beans to the corn, making the whole process even more efficient. So you see, it's more than just plants helping plants. It's about creating a thriving ecosystem where every organism plays a crucial role. By understanding and leveraging these complex relationships, you can take your companion planting to a whole new level. Embrace the magic of fungi and mycorrhizae for a flourishing garden. After all, in gardening, as in life, it's the unseen heroes that often make the biggest difference. Pest management is a breeze when you let plants do the work. Picture this. You've just planted a beautiful row of young tender lettuce. The next morning, you find them riddled with holes, the unmistakable calling card of the pesky slug. Now, imagine if you had planted some garlic or chives alongside that lettuce. The strong scent of these plants is a natural slug deterrent, keeping your lettuce safe and hole-free. This is the magic of companion planting for pest management. By thoughtfully pairing plants, you can naturally deter pests, reducing the need for harmful chemical pesticides. And it's not just about slugs and lettuce. There are many other examples of plant partnerships working to keep pests at bay. Take marigolds and tomatoes, for example. Marigolds emit a smell that deters common tomato pests like nematodes and aphids. Planting these flowery companions around your tomato plants can help ensure a bountiful, pest-free harvest. Or consider the classic trio of corn, beans, and squash, often referred to as the Three Sisters. The corn provides a natural trellis for the beans to climb, the beans enrich the soil with nitrogen, and the prickly leaves of the squash deter pests from feasting on the corn and beans. And it's not just about what you plant, but where. Planting aromatic herbs like basil, rosemary, and mint near the entrances to your home can help keep ants and other unwanted critters from making their way indoors. The key to successful pest management with companion planting is understanding the relationships between plants and pests. It's about knowing which plants attract beneficial insects, which ones deter pests, and how to use these relationships to your advantage. It's a strategy that requires observation, patience, and a willingness to experiment. But when it works, it's like magic. Your garden becomes a balanced ecosystem where plants work together to keep pests in check. It's a healthier, more sustainable way to garden, and the results are well worth the effort. Success in pest management lies in the power of companion planting. A fertile soil is the foundation of a thriving garden, and companion planting can play a big role. Soil fertility is more than just the presence of nutrients in the soil. It's about the overall health and vitality of the soil ecosystem. And one way to enhance this ecosystem is through companion planting. Companion planting is the art and science of pairing plants that benefit each other. Some plants, for example, have the remarkable ability to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere, a crucial nutrient for plant growth. Legumes such as peas, beans, and clover are stars in this role. They host special bacteria in their root nodules that convert atmospheric nitrogen into a form plants can use. When we include these nitrogen fixers in our gardens, we're essentially creating a natural fertilizer factory right in the soil. But nitrogen isn't the only nutrient plants need. Potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and a host of micronutrients are all essential for plant health. And here's where deep-rooted plants come into play. Plants like comfrey, chicory, and dandelions send their roots deep into the soil, bringing up nutrients that other plants can't reach. When their leaves die back and decompose, these nutrients are released into the topsoil, enriching it for shallow-rooted plants. So, in a companion planting scenario, you might pair a nitrogen fixer like clover with a deep-rooted plant like comfrey. The clover would provide nitrogen, and the comfrey would contribute a range of other nutrients. Together, they would help create a rich, fertile soil where a wide variety of plants could thrive. Another aspect of soil fertility is soil structure. Certain plants known as dynamic accumulators have deep, strong roots that can break up hard soil and improve its structure, making it easier for other plants' roots to penetrate. Through these natural processes, companion planting helps create a balanced, fertile soil ecosystem without the need for synthetic fertilizers. It's an eco-friendly approach that not only benefits your garden, but also contributes to the health of our planet. Companion planting, an eco-friendly way to enhance soil fertility. Seasonal companion planting can take your garden from good to great. Like a symphony, every season has its unique rhythm and tempo, and the plants in your garden should dance along. Seasonal companion planting is all about understanding these rhythms and pairing plants that can support each other as the seasons change. Consider spring, a time of awakening and rebirth. Early bloomers like snapdragons and pansies are perfect companions for your spring vegetables. These flowers not only add a pop of color amidst the greens, but also attract pollinators, boosting the productivity of your garden. As we transition into summer, the garden's pace quickens. This is when heat-loving plants like tomatoes, peppers, and basil take center stage. These plants thrive together, sharing similar water and sunlight needs. Moreover, basil deters pests that are often attracted to tomatoes and peppers, making it a fantastic summer companion. Autumn, the season of harvest, calls for plants that can withstand the cooling temperatures. Hardy vegetables like kale, cabbage, and broccoli are ideal during this time. Pair them with marigolds or nasturtiums, which repel common pests and add a burst of fall colors to your garden. Winter, the season of rest, is the time for cover crops like crimson clover and winter rye. These plants protect and enrich the soil during the colder months, preparing it for the next cycle of growth. In essence, seasonal companion planting is a dance where each plant plays its part in harmony with the changing seasons. It's about creating a garden that not only thrives all year round, but also supports and enhances the life of its inhabitants. It's about understanding that every season brings its own set of challenges and opportunities, and being prepared to embrace them. So, whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, remember this: every season is a new beginning, a chance to create, learn, and grow. Harness the power of the seasons with smart companion planting. Your garden will thank you. Your garden can be a safe haven for beneficial insects thanks to companion planting. You see, some plants are like magnets for these helpful critters. They have the ability to attract and host insects that can be advantageous to your garden's health and productivity. Take, for example, the humble marigold. This vibrant flower is not only pleasing to our eyes, but also a favorite among ladybugs. These little helpers are voracious predators of plant-damaging aphids, providing a natural form of pest control. Or consider the sweet alyssum. This ground cover plant with its tiny fragrant flowers is a powerful ally in attracting hoverflies. The larvae of these flies are a formidable force against pests like aphids and mealybugs. And who can forget the majestic sunflower? Standing tall and proud, sunflowers serve as a beacon for bees and other pollinators, ensuring that your garden's fruits and vegetables are well pollinated for a bountiful harvest. Moreover, plants like dill and fennel are known to attract lacewings and parasitic wasps, both of which prey on garden pests. So, when planning your garden, consider these plant-insect relationships. By choosing the right companion plants, you can create a symbiotic ecosystem where beneficial insects thrive, contributing to the overall health and productivity of your garden. Make your garden a paradise for beneficial insects with the right plant companions. Whatever your gardening goals, companion planting can help you achieve them. Let's delve into how this clever gardening strategy can be tailored to meet your specific needs. Are you aiming to maximize your small garden space? Companion planting can be your secret weapon. Planting certain crops together, such as corn, beans, and squash, famously known as the Three Sisters, can help utilize vertical space, enrich the soil, and even deter pests. Maybe you're focused on growing organic produce. Companion planting can also support this goal. It can reduce the need for synthetic fertilizers and pesticides by fostering a beneficial ecosystem where plants naturally support each other's growth and defense mechanisms. Or perhaps you're looking to create a visually stunning garden. Well, companion planting isn't only about practical benefits. It can also be used to create beautiful plant combinations. For example, planting marigolds with tomatoes not only helps deter nematodes, but also creates a vibrant color contrast that's pleasing to the eye. And let's not forget those aiming for a high-yield garden. Companion planting can boost crop productivity by promoting beneficial interactions, like nitrogen fixing, which aids in the growth of heavy feeders like corn and tomatoes. In essence, companion planting is like a secret recipe. It can be tweaked and tailored to meet your specific gardening goals, making it a versatile tool in any gardener's arsenal. Achieve your gardening dreams with the help of companion planting.